Hello, hello, and welcome, everyone, brothers and sisters and friends. A warm welcome to anyone who might be here for the first time. Thank you for joining us. It's a blessing for all of us to be together and meditate with our spiritual family here. So, this is going to be a question and answer session after the meditation. And today's meditation will be guided by our spiritual guide, Sister Nay, who has more than 20 years of experience in this practice. We're all encouraged to ask questions regarding the spiritual path, on meditation, or any other spiritual subjects. And to ask a question, you can click on the raise hand button below and kindly wait for your turn to speak. Questions can also be posted in the chat. And a gentle reminder, please avoid asking personal questions with regards to the spiritual guide's personal life. And let's see. Well, let's just begin to prepare for meditation with conscious breathing. And this allows us to transition from outward focus to inner focus with intention. And it creates inner balance and harmony. It can quiet our mind, ease aches and pains in the body, and also invite spiritual connection. So let's synchronize our breathing by taking 3 breaths together. Okay, so we'll just breathe in the nose and then out the mouth with a little bit of a sigh. And that helps us to also shake some things off before we begin. Okay, so let's begin. So breathing in. Breathing in. And then one more. Breathing in. Just let your shoulders drop and begin to close your eyes and sit comfortably with your back and your neck in a straight line. Just imagine that you have a string on the top of your head just pulling you up slightly and making you sit a little taller. Notice the parts of your body that are making contact with the ground or your chair. And begin to release and relax just right into that support beneath you. You can place your hands comfortably on your lap with your elbows relaxed. Or if you like, you can place one hand on your belly and one on your chest if that's comfortable. And just gently bring your awareness from outside to inside and come to your breath. Focus your attention on your breathing. The one thing I'm first aware of when I said the words come to the breath, that the breath is always here. Sometimes I feel like the breath is always calling us back to remember, to be consciously aware of our breathing. So you could start just by noticing that the breath is here. It's right here, always here. Just notice the sensation of the breath in your nose. You might notice the air moving in and out. Now begin to notice the sensation of your breath as it's moving in your body. Just observe, just without thinking about it. Feel the wave of your breath. Just slowly and easily flowing in and out of the nose. Just breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, feeling the belly rise. And breathing out, feel the belly fall. No need to overfill the lungs. Just breathe in gently and breathe out softly. Finding a natural rhythm of breathing that feels comfortable for you. Just letting go of tension, especially on the exhale. Just notice how tension is just flowing outward. This is a time of slowing down. So smile and feel gratitude. It's a blessing to be here breathing right now. And as you inhale, feel the loving, supporting presence of your Holy Master, spiritual guide, or someone or something that awakens love in you. And as you exhale, just let that love flow outward in gratitude. So breathing in, filled with love, and breathing out, gratitude. Just waves of loving energy moving through the whole body. And pay particular attention to your face if you notice any tension there. Just soften your forehead, behind your eyes, the jaw, the back of the throat and the neck. Just relaxed. And just like a waterfall, just see as you inhale with your face relaxing, and as you exhale, just let that wave of softening and relaxation flow downward, down the shoulders, the arms and the hands, softening and opening the heart. It's releasing any tension in the back, upper back and the lower back. Just smoothing the diaphragm so the breath can flow easily. Just softening and aligning the hips and the bottom. So everything's relaxing and feeling ease. And then relaxation flows from the hips, down the thighs, the knees, the calves and the shins, the ankles, all the way down to your feet, to the tip of your toes. It's waves of relaxation through the whole body. Over to you, Sister Nay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so let's continue to meditate together. Today, I want everyone to meditate silently together. So I won't do much of guided meditation today, but I want to meditate together with all of you for 15 minutes. And then I will call you out so we can share love and blessing. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's be more relaxed and open up to receive love and blessing from the masters. We receive the blessing from the past masters, present master, and the future masters. Set your heart in love, and you shall connect with the master power. Give love and blessing to yourself. Give yourself a good spiritual hug. Thank yourself that you bring yourself to this meditation session so we can sit and meditate together. So we can share love and blessing to everyone that come and sit in meditation with us today. Share love and blessing to those who connecting with you through karmic affinities, your family, your friends, your pets, your neighbor, your co-workers, everyone that connect with you. See the love flow from Master to you and continue to flow to them. Invite everyone to this circle of love. Share love and blessing with your country, wherever you are. Wherever you are shall be peace, happiness, and prosperity. There shall be only love and understanding toward one another. Share love and blessing to the whole planet. Whoever lacking of love, need more love, shall receive this love and blessing that flow from Master to us, and we distribute to them in infinite way. We hope humanity shall be in peace and happiness and enlightenment always. Once again, draw the blessing of the Master and love to yourself. Fill your heart with love and devotion. We build up a living faith on this part of spirituality that we are currently walking on. Give yourself a lot of spiritual strength to operate in this karmic life, to be in this illusion without feel much effects from this illusion. And prepare to come out of meditation. Breathe in and out to feel your whole body. Can breathe in and out several times until you're ready to come out. You can slowly open your eyes. Sorry. Hmm. So I hope everyone enjoy this session of meditation. Sorry, I have a little bit cold that I'm still recovered. Hmm. Today, as you can see, I'm operating from one of my Thailand center in Pachinburi, and you might have chance to see this photo of Master already. Sorry, yeah, my throat. That's why I try to talk less today. You know, have a little bit of sore throat because since I'm coming back from India, I have a bad cold, and I'm just recently recovered. Hmm. But today it is a very good opportunity for us to share love and blessing that I received from India. The trip that I went in India, one thing that I can feel very strongly is about faith. Faith that we are walking on the right path. Faith that we are walking on the path toward the ultimate truth. I have chance to go and sit underneath the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, the place that the Buddha had enlightenment. When I went there, I can feel what Buddha feel around 2,500 years ago. The moment that he sincerely sits and meditate, and he say to himself that he would not get up until he have enlightenment. And at that moment, I can feel his sincerity toward the truth, his love and devotion toward the truth. That's why he awakened. He has been called the awakened one or the Buddha. And I had a chance to go to so many other places, to Ajanta and Ellora caves. Also, it is the ancient site of caves that sincere spiritual practitioner they build the whole complex to do their meditation and spiritual practice. Wherever I go, I can feel this sincerity, this love and devotion, this bhakti in their heart that transcends time and space. Because love operates in no time. True love operates beyond this karmic plane, beyond this time and space. That's why I can feel very clearly whatever they feel, whatever is within their heart and in their soul, transmit to me. So today I want to share this sentiment or this feeling of love and devotion with all of you. And I have confidence that the Master will always continue to help all of you as long as you are sincere, as long as you are a sincere truth seekers. So please continue to do your practice very sincerely, whatever you focus on, it is the relationship that you built with the divine power in human form that is gonna pay off in the end. So now I welcome questions. If anybody have questions, please open your microphone to ask.
Hi, Sister Nee.
Hi.
This is Kasim from Nigeria. How you doing?
Oh, I have sore throat, but apart from that, I'm good.
Okay, good. Just want to appreciate the good work you have been doing for me. And my simple question is like, in the spiritual practice, how can one bring his personal desire to the spiritual practice to make it manifest? Like for me, for example, I don't have this like, I have like a certain experience I want to have, but I know I'm not supposed to, but I keep imagining having that experience before I do my meditation. How can I let that go and just do my meditation? Or is it right for me to have an expectation of a particular spiritual experiences?
Mm. Yeah, my advice to you is that you should not get attached to any experiences, On this part, it is very important that you empty yourself. Meaning, in meditation, in your spiritual practice, try your best to not create any more expectation, any desire or attachment that you're gonna come back to fulfill this. My master Ishwapuri once said that, for example, if you wish to have a cup of coffee, and if that desire don't get manifest in this lifetime, then you have to come back to fulfill that desire. If something happened to you and you don't get to fulfill that desire to have a cup of coffee, so be careful of what you want, because this thing register in our subconscious. It's registered in the karmic record. And whenever we manifest a very strong desire, then it's registered within the universe, within these karmic realms of awareness. And we need to come back in the timeline to fulfill those. So if you see that in this life, the reason that you on the spiritual path, because you fed up, because you feel that you not belong here, and you feel that you want to go home, and you wish that you can make it in one lifetime with master help. So if like that, you have to sincerely practice letting go. to end all of this desire and attachment that unnecessary from you. You still have to fulfill your responsibility, but don't create more any other promises or attachment toward anyone or anything here. Just be mindful that at each moment we can manifest the desire, in this karmic play. That's why the technique of conscious breathing, when you're not in meditation, when you not sit and meditate during the day, if you pull yourself back, you bring your awareness to your breathing and you observe your breathing, you will practice a lot of letting go during the day. And when you come to the next session of meditation, you already empty yourself. And at that time, you can be an empty cup that the grace and blessing of the Master can fill you. Okay? So be careful of what you want and practice. Practice. You don't need to know any scripture. You don't need to understand teaching. You don't need to know any experience or anything. The awakened one only know one thing. They know themselves, they know the self. And this self is the self that operates beyond time and space. So you have to be mindful that whatever practice that you are on, you practice to become the observer. You detach yourself from this illusion, And if you're lucky, you have a living master. You can attach yourself to that one that his or her awareness already transcends time and space. And that one will not come back again in the creation. So when you connect with such one, at the end of your journey, that one will pull you home, So this is two-way. My first advice is that do not create any more desire and attachment, and always remain observer in whatever you do, because karma create by intention to act. Karma actually create within our mind first, and then it become action. So be careful of your thought. That's why if the thought disturb you a lot, you can use the mantra. The recitation of mantra can help. The observation of conscious breathing also help. In whichever way that it's working for you, do it. The second way is that you practice enough, that you come to the place of absolute love and devotion. And at that time, you can attach yourself to the Master. And by attaching yourself to the Master, it will end all the desire and attachment that you have in the karmic realm of awareness. Okay? Hopefully this helps.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And continue to practice, Kasim. There's no failure on this part. Everybody make mistake, but as long as you learn from the mistake, you catching up, you become a good spiritual practitioner. Then, you walk toward the goal, the ultimate goal.
Thank you so much.
Next
I'm so
one.
grateful.
Okay, next one, please.
Stephanie has her hand raised.
Yes, good morning, DNA. That was actually a
Hi.
follow-up question to what Kasim was asking, because you mentioned that once we've had a desire, it is basically noted in the universe. So is there a way of deleting the desire? when you now realize, you should not have all these desires. And so is there a way of going back and saying, okay, I'm going to let go of that desire? Or is it too late?
It's interesting, Yes, technically, with the technique that Master provide for us, we can actually take care of those accounts within our mind without that desire or attachment play out in our physical plane, in the timeline of our physical life. There's a way. But we have to practice to pull attention to the ultimate self, to conscious awareness. If you be able to operate within the now, completely within the now, you can pull yourself here and now. At that moment, you can actually delete. I can use the word delete or use the word letting go of all of those desires. Why? Because you not operate in the past and you not operate in the future. So there's a sense of total acceptance if you be able to operate in nowness. So in order to operate in nowness, you have to live your life moment by moment, as if you die while living. If you can do those kind of things, then yes, desire and those desire and awareness can be deleted. But I would not prefer use the word delete. I think we should use the word letting go, So be careful because during this time, our life, our attention right now is constantly running outside because we have social media, because we have smartphone, we have computer, we have friends, we have social media platform, we have emails, we have a lot of communication going on 24/7. So that pull our attention outside. And when our attention being pulled outside, we not consciously be aware. We not in here and now. Because when your attention pull outside, you will be most likely operate in the past or operate in the future. Okay? Because you lose control. Like that, you can create new karma, you can create new desire that it's noted in the universe and it deal to come back to you. So do whichever way that you can do meditation, even when you go through your daily life. You have to be completely awake and aware at all time. Okay? Aware of what? Aware of your thought, aware of your mind, aware of your emotion. So Master give us the method of recitation of the mantra. But I feel that at this time, the desire that we create is so fast in a matter of minute or second. So it is also useful to open up and invite conscious breathing into this practice. So you can be awake and aware at all times. And when you stay with your breathing, you actually practice letting go. Like we can breathe in, and the moment that we breathe out, we let go. We empty ourselves. We empty our thought. So this is a very good tools. Okay? If you're not doing that yet, explore, be open mind to do this. And of course, as you connect with the master, if you be in access to be friend with master, with a perfect living master, then at that time, master is also on standby and helping you from inside as well. And if you carry this connection of love, appreciation, gratitude, always in whichever circumstances that you are in, Master will provide you protection and protect you to make more mistake that you deal to come back for the next and the next lifetime. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we have a question in the chat from Sister Suzanne. She says, Dear Sister Nay, can you talk a little about effortless effort? Thanks and get well.
Effortless effort, it means no effort. It means you completely surrender. Then you don't recognize that any action requires any effort anymore. Then again, how much you conscious about the real version of yourself or your ultimate self. Because if you have complete awareness of you, of who you truly are, you would not have any desire or attachment here. And at that time, you can go through life without any expectation, without any desire, or feel that you should be in charge or in control of this life. But in order to practice to surrender, you have to practice surrendering in small chunks first by letting go. Whatever comes to you, let go. You know, this is the key practice. And the more you be able to let go, and you see that the nature of life is such, if anything due to happen to you, it will happen. You like it or you hate it, it still happen to you. If you start to see by letting go and you practice to be the observer of your life, you will see that you cannot control anything here. Anything here in this karmic plane or this physical life controlled by karmic system, give and take, cause and retribution, cause and retribution. So whatever happened to you, observe, observe. When you see the result, for example, you feel that wherever you go, you always have one or two enemies, always. Let's say it's like that, your life, the story of your life. Then you have to understand that, oh, this must be a cause. Then I might be somebody that used to be very egotist. So I provoke people ego wherever I go and create enemies, right? Might be in the past. So if you come to the place of acceptance, you're letting go of the result. Okay, it is okay for people to love me or hate me. You come to the place of acceptance. And at that time, you'll be able to practice letting go. And when you be able to let go, what happened to you is that you'll be able to raise your attention above and beyond this karmic play to see that it is very normal. That good thing happen to us, bad thing happen to us. We're not here to change anything, but we're responsible to pull ourselves out of this illusion. When you understand the purpose of your human life, that you're not here to enjoy, you're not here to make a home here in this creation. You're just a tourist here. You understand that you have to go back to the ultimate true home where we're coming from. When your focus is very clear, then you can practice surrendering. Surrender to what? If you have a living master, you can surrender yourself to the living master. If you don't have any master, you can start to build a living faith toward the path that you were walking on by seeing the result of your spiritual practice. If you practice any method and that method make you feel better, make you feel more loving and understand about yourself more, you rediscover about your real self more and more, and make you a better human being. It means that part, that spiritual part, is working for you. So have a living faith toward it. Because ultimately, all the roads lead to the same destination, which is we going back to our real self. We going back to our true home. We merge back to the totality of consciousness. So if like that, then you can be focused. When you focus into something that higher than your ego, higher than your karmic self, at that time you can practice surrendering. Okay? Then it is effortless effort, right? That you can do anything here without losing focus. Any more questions?
There's a comment from Carol C. Your elucidation of the accumulation of desire is so powerful. Thank you, Sister Nay. This is a golden truth.
Yes. That's why we have to practice every day, if not every moment. Because the pull of this desire, these vices, this anger, hatred, jealousy, lust, and greed inside ourselves is so strong, you know? And in order to win this, you have to understand your purpose on earth first, you know? And if you are a spiritual practitioner, be mindful that you have to do this exam over and over to battle with your anger, your lust, your greed, whatever vices that pull you away from your true self. So that's why whoever sincerely walk on the path of the truth will have to be a spiritual warrior. We battle with what? We battle with our ego. We battle with our desire and attachment. But Master give us a very good tools, you know. He give us ability to shift our attention away from these kind of things. He give us ability to pull ourselves from this illusion and recognize that, you know, we have to be in here and now and not create any more expectation or wishful thought in the future, or you know, keep listening to ourselves that repeating story from the past. So if like that, you know, slowly you can conquer your mind by using all of these tools. For me, the practice of conscious breathing is very helpful because the more I practice conscious breathing, I'm aware of here and now, and my consciousness can be continue within the now. Okay, And when your conscious awareness can operate always within the now, the ego self start to melt away, or the thought would not disturb you that much because you join the flow of the divine power or the Shabbat. And within this flow is constantly purification of yourself. Then more and more you feel stronger. You feel that you have backup from all the master from the past, from the now, and from the future. You have armies of masters and friends that with you on this journey. Any more questions? Can you still hear me, Heather?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, no one's stepping forward. I always can find a question. Um, so I was thinking about how some of my friends and Mike has even had this experience too, where they'll send us things of a spiritual nature, to look at, or something inspiring. And sometimes it's like messages from the Pleiadians, or
Mm.
channelings from this person or that person, or activations. And I tend to not feel drawn to that, just personally. But maybe you could tell us something about that, of just all these different messages coming from different places, and how can we be sure that it's something that isn't just of the mind, or guiding people in a way that maybe isn't the best.
Yeah, you cannot be sure of anything actually. Because we practice toward the oneness. And if anything, you have to exercise separation, you know? If there's still two more than one, right? If so, it might not be the path that you should walk upon. It might not be the place that you should put your attention into. Why? Because we already understand that this is illusion. An illusion creates because there is many in the oneness, within the one. So in order for us to raise above and beyond, we have to go back to that place of oneness. So whatever people say to you, that you can see the sign of oneness or reunite, yes, you can, you can take that in, right? Because it's part of your practice. It's part of our practice of compassion, unconditional love, and devotion toward the truth. But if anything come to you and it say, what was gonna happen? Our aliens, brother and sister say that we have to protect ourselves. We have to be mindful of the invasion from other planet. We have to be mindful that there's a higher technology that controlling us right now. This thing create fear. This thing create separation, So we should not put our attention into this kind of thing, because this gonna create hindrance on your practice. Okay. Any more questions?
Okay. Yes, thank you, Nay. Carol, again, Sister Carol says, where must our primary focus be during these times? So many new mind machinations, AI, and psychic predictions, etc.
Your main focus is to study yourself. You have to conquer yourself, your ego, that is the main focus. The rest is just second priority, you know? You don't need to know more than you should know right now, right? More than you already know right now. Because when we put our attention outside into this kind of thing, is endless. It keep expanding into the infinite. But if you try to pull your attention back to the self, study about yourself as the soul, and you do your own battle with your mind, that's the ultimate kind of focus and study that you have to do at every moment. Okay?
Mm. So Roman asks, at what point does effort turn into grace?
It's always grace. But because you still operate in separation and recognize yourself as separate being from the master, from God, at that time you still see that everything that you are doing is effort. Okay? It's only turned into grace because you raise your attention. You become more conscious and aware of the oneness. At that time, it's all grace, and there's no effort required. Okay?
Very good. So there's a question. Frank has his hand raised.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hello, sister. Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Again. I would like to ask you, I'm curious about how you manage the three masters regarding the Saint Mat approach and focusing inside with the inner master. So how you deal with these three masters in your style? Would you like to share about it?
Okay. Nowadays, right, I don't see radiant form of the master anymore, because whatever I see, it's all grace, it's all within the divine power that constantly operate inside each and every one of us. But to me, look at this initiation that I have from the three master, I feel within the timeline of my human, when I'm very yearning to meet with the truth, to understand with the truth, one by one appear in my reality and offer whatever I need at that time. So I have the ingredient that I can work upon toward the ultimate truth. But because my seeking is very sincere, so one day I recognize that they all one and the same, including me too. The one, ultimately, the one inside myself that operate beyond time and space is also being one of them. Just like in this room, we all are master as well. But because our consciousness it still operate in separation, so we cannot see that. We cannot accept that we are also the master in the physical form. So it's like a hide and seek game that you seeking for the master and the master responds to you, and ultimately you also feel that you are the master as well. So it's like, the beginning and the end is the same. It's always begin with the master and end with master too. Okay?
Yes, thank you. I have this understanding. Yes, it is the same power who works through the three masters. And my question was not enough precise. It's more about now, after having three initiations, different masters. Do you connect with one more than the other when you sit and you do you purposefully connect with one of them, or you just let it happen as it comes?
I don't have preference anymore, brother, because when you go to the place of love, love actually transcends time and space and character. So I don't see this one and that one in separation anymore. You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe for some of you, it is more beneficial that you focus on one master. If you feel that initiation is like marriage, that you have to commit to this present one more than the past one, more than the future one. Yes, you have to do it. But I feel this is part of Western kind of thinking or our cultural kind of thinking that we should commit to only one beloved. When this beloved ultimately is operate in within the many in all of us. Okay?
So you have not a personal connection with one of them now. It's like it doesn't. It's not. It doesn't matter. It's not really personal.
No, it doesn't really matter to me. Love is love.
Yes,
But
yes.
I remind myself to recognize that kind of love when it comes to me. Just like you come to me right now. I also recognize that kind of connection of love. I see the master inside you, you know? So right now, I'm talking to one of the master as well. Do you understand?
Yes, 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 yes. Yes. No, because I have
Okay.
more personal connection with Ishwar Puri, but also I experience that the master is beyond form at the same time. Yes. And I had another master before also, which I have no connection now. So I was curious to ask you this question.
Yes. But one connection is from your mind. If you can see that, oh, master for you, it have to be Ishwar Puri, then that's from your mind because it's still within the form, okay? But if you recognize the master within Ishwarji, the master consciousness within Ishwarji, you know, that is love, then at that time it's from your soul. There should not be any confusion in this. It's just different level of awareness, okay? And there's nothing wrong about that either, you know? Enjoy. Don't, entertain your mind too much because you will be able to enjoy unconditional love more if you not see from the grasses of the mind, from the layers of the mind. Okay, enjoy.
Yeah, I see a part of the mind who is attached to Ishwar Puri somehow. So this, but another part which is more formless, which sees the master power as the self. So working together, yes. Thank you,
Okay,
sister.
you're welcome. So thank you for being here.
Thank you to you.
Okay, hi Stephanie, you have your hand raised.
Yes, I have one more quick question. Since we have Great Masters Bandara coming up on April 2nd, and I always try to understand Ishwar always said grace is flowing on Bandara Day. And so my mind is trying to understand, since it's still time and space, we celebrate a certain birthday, a date of death. And so is it really important on that day to take off work and really let the grace flow and meditate more, or is that also made up from the mind?
It's all made up of your mind. For me, every moment is Bandara, the moment of the abundance, okay? But if you want to make 2nd of April the only day that you receive grace, then you can do it. But for me, it's better to make every day, every moment our Bandara, you know? It's just a concept. It is good because I understand that during that time, imagine during the time of great master, people have to still travel far and wide to see the master and gathering in one place, and enjoy the love, the loving presence of the physical master at that time. That's why it is the concept of bandara happened, you know. But today, every day should be bandara, We have our smartphone, we have our internet connection that we can connect with our master at all time. We also have photograph, in the past, let's say during Buddhist time, they might not actually have privilege to have a photograph of the Buddha. So they have to travel to see that teacher, you know. That's why this concept of observation happening in the spiritual circle.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions?
There's no more questions in the chat.
Okay. So we can close this session. If you have any announcement, you can do, Heather.
Okay, great. Well, should you have any further questions for Sister Nay, feel free to write in directly via email. And if you'll notice in the chat, there's some links being put in the chat right now. And then Nay's email is love@onetruethlove.com. And Sister Nay will be offering online meditations on some months, which will be announced through email and WhatsApp the week before the event. So just be on the lookout for that. And we're offering satsang on different platforms as a new adventure. So Facebook Live satsangs will be in 2 languages. They'll be in Thai and English. And lists for upcoming Facebook Lives will be posted on the WhatsApp group. And Sister Nay will be streaming live from Prachinburi, Thailand, this coming Tuesday, April 2nd, 8 p.m. Thailand time. So we'll post that in the WhatsApp group, okay? And then our One Truth Love WhatsApp group, it's a great way to stay connected and spiritually inspired on a daily basis. So, and I noticed in the chat, someone's asking, like, how do you join the WhatsApp chat group? We can add you. So I guess if somebody wants to, you can message, if you have Nay's information, you can message Nay. I guess, what other ways there's a good way, Nay, for people to join the chat?
Oh, they can email me with their phone number,
Okay.
that I can add them on WhatsApp and then add to the group.
Okay. Okay, great.
Mm.
And then information for upcoming events and past videos can be found at our website, onetruethlove.com. And we're happy to announce the dates for 2024 in-person IMRs in Thailand with Sister Nay. They'll be in Chiang Rai. And the first one is April 23rd through the 29th. These will be 7-day IMRs, which differs from the last ones that were 5, okay? And then the second one will be July 22nd through the 28th. And then the third one will be November 20th through the 26th. And these dates are posted on the website and you can register there. Space is limited, so if you're interested in attending, be sure to register. And thank you, Sister Nay, for your love and guidance and friendship, and for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with us here, and for sharing the blessings from India. We are so blessed. And thank you, brothers and sisters, for joining us in meditation and for all the great questions. And may we take our meditation seriously and be happy, healthy, and blessed, and go with the flow. So thank you so much.
Okay.